Cheers.
Miss Randi Garrett in the building. What's going on? Welcome everybody back to the channel, CDL Cigar and Golf. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Doing a new installment called Links and Legends, dealing with legendary people that I admire, that I feel are legendary people. And we are here with the lovely Miss Randi Garrett here at her beautiful establishment here in Las Vegas, the Wine Garden. How are you this evening, man?
Great.
Everything all right? I cannot complain whatsoever. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and where'd you grow up, how'd you grow up, and how'd you get into entrepreneurship?
Well, originally from New York, yeah, but I've been here for 40 years, so I've been in Vegas for a very long time. Yes, love it though. I wouldn't change anything.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, indeed. So being in Vegas as long as you have, what about the Vegas landscape when it comes to entrepreneurship? Have you seen the changes, the good, the bad, the ugly? What have you seen?
I've been through a lot. So, I have multiple businesses. So I've circled literally, you name it. I mean, when you're an entrepreneur, it's just more about like the energy you give and like, don't give up. You're gonna have hard times, you can have great times. It's all how you take it and, make it your own, get creative, because if you're not creative, it's never gonna work. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, before the Wine Garden, you had your original Cork&Thorn.
Yeah.
Tell the people about your original Cork&Thorn and how it turned into what it is now.
Wow. Yes. Okay, well.
Because I remember those days.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, so Cork&Thorn was up in Tivoli, which is up towards Summerlin.
Yes.
And it was similar to this, which was just wine and beer, and floral. So I have another business that I've had for 25 years, which is Nikiti Floral, and that is what started literally everything. And then it just, up there, just started turning into music and, just good positive energy again. And then, then came downtown to a whole nother realm of things that wasn't even here. And, I just saw growth. I love downtown. And so, then the pandemic hit and you had to get creative with that and keep it moving. And now it's kind of like, nightclub on the weekends.
Of course.
But it's still all about the music. Yes. It's all about the vibe, and it's all about how you feel when you walk in.
Yes,
that's important to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're here at the lovely, lovely Wine Garden. And I remember the first time I walked in here and I was astonished at what I saw. What, if anything, really motivated you to switch from your original Cork&Thorn, which is now your lounge, to now having the Wine Garden here?
Good question. Well, again, we all wanted to survive during the pandemic. And we were like one of the only ones downtown that was still moving and grooving. And we had the, restaurant license, so we were able to open. We started bringing the music in. We were, the strip was still closed. So it was like, I think the word just got out. People just wanted to get out, Of course, we had to follow all the safety precautions of wearing your mask inside and, all that stuff that everybody had to do. And I think it just became bigger than what I thought it would be. Never thought that part of Cork&Thorn would ever flourish to what it is now.
Sure.
But then I still loved my peaceful wine and like really good wine. So you know, I had the front part here, and one day me and Michelle from Tapanash, we were sitting there. I was like, what am I gonna do up here? And she's like, why don't you open the wine bar again? And I was like, all right. And 3 months later, here we are. So I love wine. I'm a big wino, and
got some
to
good
me,
stuff here, don't we?
Thank you.
What we sipping on? What we sipping on right now?
Belly, you're drinking Belly.
Yes.
Yes.
Good, and it's crazy because I'm not even really a red wine guy, but lately I have, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Oh, okay.
Switching to the red.
Okay. Well, you know, and bringing education
yes.
to people that want to come in and they just say, oh, I just want something sweet. And real wine is not sweet. It's not. But the one good thing about wine is it's a good conversation piece.
That's right.
So what do you like? What do I like? It's going to be two totally different things. Your taste is going to be different than mine. But it's, you know, as you can see, there's no TVs here. It's really about talking to people. And, you know, like my girls here, they love kind of just talking to them about, you know, again, people will come in and say, well, what do you like? But what they like is not the same thing. So, you know, we teach classes here. So again, educating people on different levels, what to pair it with, how to pair it. And then we're also doing the floral. So it's kind of like that paint and sip.
Yes,
but
love that.
We're teaching you how to design floral arrangements while you're drinking the wines.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing caviar and champagne.
Yes.
We're doing chocolate and like dessert wines and ports.
Beautiful.
So it's just giving people something to do. It's all about, you know, the experience when you come in here.
Absolutely.
That's most important.
Absolutely. Last question, and it could possibly be the hardest one.
Oh, Lord.
As a female entrepreneur, what challenges have you faced here, particularly in Las Vegas, Nevada, as a female entrepreneur?
It's hard for me to answer that, only because of the fact that I don't find like anything's a challenge to me. Whether it's, you know, minority, whether it's female, whether it's, you name it, like I feel like you either have a passion for it and you just keep going and get creative, and if something don't work, pick yourself back up and keep trying. I feel like a lot of people, they just give up.
Yeah.
And I just don't like to give up. So I gotta, you know, even if it's just like me and you having a conversation, you could be here, you and your wife, we're having a conversation, and I'm like, well, what do you think? And then you're like, and then I say to myself, okay, let me try that. Or let me put my little twist on that. And it's all about just, again, conversating with people.
Absolutely.
We had a group of women in here. We were talking about how her husband had bought her some flowers, right? But he bought them from, like, he had an Uber that sent it. She was like, as much as I wanted to say that I appreciate it, the flowers were dead.
They showed up in an Uber, though.
They were dead.
Whoa.
No, the flowers were dead. Again, if you don't know flowers, you're just gonna go pick something, right? I'm just gonna go to the grocery store, I'm gonna pick something. So I said, you know what if we taught the men how to pick flowers or even design them, and to teach them how to drink wine and how to find out what your partner's palate is, right? So then it came into transition of, well, what if the guys came over here and the girls go over to Tapanash and they learn about how to smoke a cigar? For the man, it's all about, when you're in a relationship, about, you know, learning each other. What are your likes? If you like a cigar, I'm gonna go over there. I wanna learn what you like and what it pairs with. So whiskey and bourbon, and then we switch. So then the girls come over here, the guys go over there. So it's just little things like that where you just have to talk to people and get creative. Not everybody has the best interest all the time, but if you're a business owner and you strive off of like growing or trying new things, that's the most important to me anyway. I don't know about everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else, but I feel like that I don't know. It's a good connection between people. Like me and those ladies were like, oh my God, and they get excited. And so it's really, that's it. I don't really look at anything as a failure because I don't know. I'm just not that person. So it's hard. For some people it is. For some people there's struggles. But I think there's struggles in other things than either being a woman, being black, being gay, whatever it is. Like I feel like it's just your energy you put out.
I love it. I love it. Well, look, I can sit here all day with Miss Randi Garrett and learn about her journey. But I think the people need to see what you're really doing in here. Is it cool if we check out your establishment here?
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's walk around, man, and check it out.